Are the Georgia Bulldogs a true college football blue blood program? That's the question that I have for you today. I know the correct answer, and I think everyone watching this video knows the correct answer to this as well. But for some reason, there's this idea out there, among college football fans, most of them don't like Georgia, that they're not a blue blood program. In fact, last night I was watching the Gators get beat down by Utah with a Florida buddy of mine, and he brought that up too. He said Georgia was not a blue blood program, and I'm just thinking, what are you talking about, dude? Anyone who believes that nonsense is a casual, right? They are not a true college football fan. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know ball, as the kids would say. And they're misinformed for a number of reasons. But unfortunately, we look at blue blood programs as everyone who was really, really good 80 to 100 years ago, right? Michigan is number one in all-time wins. I'm going to talk about them in just a second because, in my opinion, Michigan is the most overrated college football program of all time. And again, I'm going to get into that. First, I want to plug the newsletter before I forget because I'm about to go off now, about to go off on a tangent, a classic Matt tangent. I do want to plug the newsletter real quick. It's free to sign up. That link is down below. College football season is here. You don't want to miss any of the content we're putting out on Dog Post. Recruiting content from my end, team content, a lot going on. Sign up to the newsletter over on Dog Post. That link is down below. So I think we need rules. We need some rules and regulations on what determines a blue blood program. You got to have history, tradition, pageantry, right? I know the big stadiums, the older programs, right? But at some point, you need to be winning throughout your program's history. And Michigan has not done that. They have half a national championship in the last 75 years. Actually, I got the numbers right here. Michigan is number one in all-time wins, right? They claim 11 national championships, which is just absurd. The last one, 1997, where they shared it with Nebraska. It's not even a full national title. You have to go back to 1948 before then. They have half a national championship in the last 75 years. I know they're old, historic. They're normally good, never really great. And I know they're this historic program, but in my opinion, they are moving themselves out of blue blood contention. That's going to sound crazy, but I'm going to say the same thing for Texas. Texas is number 5 all-time in wins, 936. They claim 4 national titles as my son continues to bounce. He's supposed to be sleeping. He is not. That is what it is. That's parenting right there. But Texas, they have one in 2005. You have to go back to 1970 to find the national championship before that. So what that is, 35 years? No, that's 50 years. 50 years. Kennesaw State math up here. In the last 50 years, Texas has 1 national championship. That's crazy. But this video is about Georgia. Georgia is tied with USC right now for 9th in all-time wins, 868. When they blow out UT Martin on Saturday, they will go back to 9th by themselves. 4 national titles, 3 of them coming, of course, in the last 50 years. And that's what we need to consider here. Georgia has been a better football program than Michigan, Texas, Penn State, Tennessee, and a few others that are known to a lot of people as blue blood programs. Over the last 50 years, Georgia's been better than all of them. In the last 50 years, I'm not going back to 1900 like Michigan does when they were playing Sisters of the Poor and the Blind Academy and just racking up wins left and right and claiming national titles left and right. Now when they actually have to go out and earn it, and it's just them that can win a national title, there's only one winner now, which is what it should be. They're not winning national titles. But to say that Georgia's not a blue blood program when they won a title in the 40s,